for the first time, I'm Lupita V from Lupita V Coaching. I am the anti therapy therapist because I believe that you can have the life that you want in fucking record time. You not have to wait years or even months to have everything that you want. That means the money, the relationships, the love, the confidence, all of that is so possible for you to have. I want to hop on during the afternoon time. Just to change stuff up, change shit up for myself. I don't even know if I could say bad words for on YouTube. Today I wanted to talk about broken record thinking. So not only am I a psychotherapist, but I'm also an inspirational speaker. I'm a published author and I'm a DJ, and I've been a DJ for almost 20 years. And when I was thinking about broken record thinking, it just makes me think of that scene in Bebe's Kids where he's like, "Whoop, wanna, wanna, wanna." That's a funny movie. Um, and so when you're thinking negative and you're believing that you can't have what you want, that is exactly what's happening in your head. I did a video um days ago, maybe even like 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember. I did a video on how to brainwash yourself, and that's basically you telling yourself the same thing over and over and over again. The reason why you don't have what you want, like I'm about to go in on you right now. I'm about to go like really in. Plus I'm like really hyped up. I just got out of the gym, so you're about to have it. You're about to get it right now. And when I'm talking to you, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm really talking to myself. Like I was running on the treadmill and just thinking about all of these things that I wanted and that I have now. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, Lupita, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Letting yourself want it and then believing that you can't have it. Why the were you thinking that? Right. And the why doesn't even matter. If we want to get into the why is because you just kept on telling yourself that over and over and over again. And you didn't stop yourself from thinking anything different. All you were doing was allowing yourself to think the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like, I want that, but blah, 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 blah. I want that, but blah, 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 blah. I want that, but blah, 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 blah. And something I tell my clients all the time, leave the buts with the Kardashians and just let yourself want what you want. The thing is, you don't even let yourself daydream. And if you do let yourself daydream, you start convincing yourself out of it. You start thinking of ways why it won't happen. And then so you don't even let yourself have it. You don't even let yourself fucking daydream. Hey, what's up? Gaming, hell rel, talking to yourself. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You have to keep talking to yourself. And I used to say this to people, but it's so messed up. I used to say, talk to yourself the way you would talk to your friend, but a lot of you don't talk to your friends nicely. You don't talk to yourself nicely, so of course you're not gonna talk to your friends nicely. Like your friend, like, oh man, I want to be a millionaire. I want to do this. Man, bro, but for real though, you think you could do that? Instead of like, fuck yeah, let's fucking do this. What I want to be there too. How can I help you? What can let's make this happen? There's so much doubt. There's so much doubt. It's so easy to doubt yourself because you're so used to doubting. You're so used to, and then too, like, there are some people that come, like, um, I had clients that would say, like, oh, you don't understand, Luby. That's because, like, all my life, people just doubt me. So what? So what? Then you get to be that one person that doesn't doubt you. All my life, people didn't believe in me. So the F what? Then you get to be that one person in your life that believes in you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, I love you too. You get to be that person, right? And sometimes I'm guilty of this. I'm thinking about what I want, and then all of a sudden, this thought comes into my head of like, yeah, but what about this and what about that? And but how is it gonna happen? And how's this and how's that? I believe in manifesting. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm also Native American and Mexican, so my cultures just precede religion and things like that. However, I believe that we can receive signs through any type of literature, even from a fucking billboard. You can get a goddamn a goddamn sign. We just don't be paying attention, and the signs are everywhere. And not the signs of like it's coming, the sign of like it's right there in front of you. How many times like have you seen on YouTube, some kid going up to like rich people and just asking what they do, and then all of a sudden this kid is rich too because he decided, you know what? I'm gonna do something that nobody else is doing. And I don't care if it looks stupid or if it looks crazy or I get rejected or these rich people don't want to talk to me. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Fuck it. There's so many rich people. I'll find another rich person to ask. Ask the question, right? Um gaming. Um Janik or Janique. I'm sorry if I butchered that. What am I talking about? I'm talking about self-doubt. People doubting themselves so much, and that is the reason why they don't have the love they want, the relationship they want, the money they want, the job they want, the family they want, the kids they want, all of that. All of that has to do with self-doubt. Like some people won't even let themselves daydream. They won't even let themselves daydream. How sad is that? When we were children, that's all we did. That's all we did. All we did was daydream. All we did was daydream. And then somewhere along the way, through trauma and just all of these messed up things that happen, you started to allow yourself, you allowed to be convinced out of your daydreams, out of what is possible for you. You try to tell a 2 or 3 year old that you can't be Superman or you can't be a ballerina or you can't be a fireman or you can't fly in the air. You try to tell them that, they will not listen to you. They don't give a F. I don't know if I can say bad words on YouTube, but um yeah, no, 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 that's exactly what I was talking about, Janique. Just because, oh my gosh, I know not one, not two, but more than a handful of millionaires that fucking hated school, that did so poorly in school, and they decided to go in a completely different direction. Most of them didn't even finish school, they didn't even graduate high school, and they're millionaires. They're millionaires. They have like so many cars and houses and properties and just all of these like amazing things that people would never have thought were possible for them. And amazing people in their lives, like myself, that never thought it was possible for them because they didn't let that stop them from going after what they wanted. Like I didn't get motivation from teachers and things like that. Or I doubt myself because of blah 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 and blah blah blah, right? Um or I want to be a millionaire, but like you don't allow yourself, not you, but just people in general, right? They don't allow themselves to daydream because of the but. Like, I want to be a millionaire, but I want to have that relationship, but I want to feel confident, but I want to have the life I've always wanted, but I want to have the Christmas I've always wanted, but leave the goddamn butts with the Kardashians, okay? And just let yourself want what you want. And when the thought comes up, because we're talking about broken record thinking, I've also been a DJ for almost 20 years. We're also talking about broken record thinking. What is happening is, I want that, but no, stop it there and then tell yourself why you can have it. Tell yourself why it is going to happen. And then watch what happens in your life when you just let yourself want it. A lot of the time, I experienced this in dating. There's a specific type of person I wanted to be with. And I started to think, okay, this is the type of lifestyle I want. This is where I want to be. This is how I want to be with this person. This is how I want this person to be with me. And I allowed myself to daydream, and I didn't even notice that the buts were coming. But what about this? But what about that? But how is it going to happen? But how this? What if this? And what if that? And then it took me such a long time to attract that type of person because of the buts. And I was just like, right now, when I was in the gym, I was like, oh my gosh, Lupita, oh my gosh, it was in front of you the whole time. The opportunities, were in front of you the whole time. It was always around the whole time, but you didn't let yourself receive them. You didn't let yourself be open to them because of that broken record thinking. Because of the buts, right? I want that but. It's so easy to go there too. And why is it so easy to go there? Because everybody else around you is thinking the same way. Because everybody else around you is agreeing with you. Because you're agreeing with you. Because you're agreeing with you. I had a conversation with my bestie a while ago, and she said something to me that was like mildly supportive. And I didn't catch it until after a while when I felt some type of way. And I'm like, man, why am I feeling like this? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like I don't like what she said? And then I realized she wasn't 100% on board with what I was saying, but it was also too, because I wasn't 100% on board with what I was saying. So because of that, she was just saying what I was already thinking. And I didn't like that. And so I had to switch my own thinking and I had to check her. And she was so happy that I checked her. Like, hey, don't be saying stuff like that to me. I want you to tell me, yes, this is so fucking possible and get to fucking work. That's it. Right. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're so fucking right. Yes, I will do that moving forward. Also, fun fact, I daydream in school because of ADHD. You daydreamed in school because school was fucking boring for you, not because of ADHD. Okay. You daydreamed in school because school was not entertaining for you, because school was not challenging enough for you. I bet you're also one of those people that if you tried a little bit, it would have been really easy. Um, but it just didn't interest you. So it's not ADHD, right? To be honest with you, from a psychotherapist perspective, ADHD is a form of coping, meaning you were trying to escape some type of trauma you were experiencing. Whether it was school, they were being shitheads to you, which I'm so sorry that happened to you. I used to be a teacher and I made sure that I was a teacher that everybody fucking loved, because when I went to school, I didn't feel loved when I went to school. So I made sure as a teacher, every single student in that classroom felt love from me, including the parents, or I would talk shit to the parents about loving them more. Um, so I'm sorry that happened to you. But the reason why you were daydreaming is not because of ADHD, it's because school wasn't important to you. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with school not being important to you. This has to do with the broken thinking. Like there's something wrong with you because you couldn't pay attention. No, maybe it was just fucking boring. Maybe it was just boring and you should have been doing something that you really enjoyed doing. All right. I'm gonna hop off. I hope that this message really helped. You know what? I'm gonna go on for 5 more minutes because I just feel like someone is about to pop out here that is gonna really need to hear what I have to say. And that is around the broken record thinking. I want you to change that broken record thinking. All right. I'm a DJ. I decide what you listen to. Right? Okay. And you're about to listen to Stop Doubting Yourself Because You're Enough. Stop doubting yourself because the answers are right in front of you. Stop doubting yourself because everything you want is right in front of you, but you don't let yourself want what you want, and that's why you don't have it. Stop doubting yourself because the only reason why you're doubting yourself is because you're used to it, not because it's true. That's it. Stop doubting yourself because you deserve everything that you want. Stop doubting yourself because you are fucking amazing. Stop doubting yourself because it's time for you to experience love and joy and happiness. Stop doubting yourself because everything, you are the center of your reality. And because you deserve everything that you want. Stop doubting yourself. It's 222. Those are my angel numbers. Stop doubting yourself because everything that you want is right in front of you and literally in arm's reach. But because you are believing in the but I can't have this, but what about this? But how is it going to happen? Because you are believing in the but, that is why you don't have what you want. That is the only reason why you don't have what you want. Try to tell Michael Jordan when he was a teenager that he wasn't going to be a champion. He was not going to listen to you. He did not care. He already saw himself there. Try to tell Cristiano when he was living in the hood that he was never going to become the greatest. It didn't matter. You couldn't convince him otherwise. He had that broken record thinking. They had that broken record thinking over and over and over again in their head, like, I'm the greatest, I'm gonna be the greatest, I'm gonna be the Muhammad Ali had the same thing, broken record thinking. You could not tell him he was not the best even before he was. He had that broken record thinking over and over and over and over again. I'm sure they had doubts that came in, but they kept on going with their own broken record thinking in the opposite direction. The only reason why you don't have what you want is because you are having that broken record thinking that argues for your limitations, that is believing that you can't do it. And all you have to do is go in the opposite direction, and it's going to feel weird. It is going to feel weird. A lot of you that want to have that amazing relationship where the person loves you so much and is so connected to you and wants to be around you all the time, but you don't know how to receive love. You don't know how to receive compliments. You don't know how to receive nice things. You question people. You doubt them. You doubt the nice things that come to you, but you want to have an amazing relationship that's so romantic and so sexual and so connected and so soulful, but you don't know how to accept compliments. Those of you that want to become millionaires or want to have like these booming businesses, right? But you criticize money, you look at money and look at it as evil, and you're always talking shit about rich people. You're saying money is evil. Of course, money is not going to stay in your bank account if you're thinking it's evil. You're going to do whatever it takes to get rid of it. It's the same thing wanting love so bad, but you can't receive it. You can't accept a compliment. You want money so bad, but you think it's evil. How is it going to stay when you have this broken record thinking? You have to start thinking differently. And you have to stop thinking like everyone else is thinking. And you also have to surround yourself around people that have this new way of thinking. You're not going to make it if you're birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. You keep thinking the same way that you've always been thinking, and you're going to stay in the same place. You change the way you think. What is going to happen is the world is going to start looking differently to you, and opportunities are not only going to be right in front of you, they're going to start smacking you in the face where you cannot ignore it anymore. But there's no way that you can have that loving relationship and not allow yourself to receive compliments and not allow yourself to feel good. There's no way you can have all that money, but think money is evil, but think money is bad, but think rich people are bad. Then you're never going to be rich. Then you're never going to feel loved. And all of that has to do with broken record thinking. It doesn't make it true. It just means that you've heard it over and over and over again. And you're the one who's been saying it to yourself. You're the one who's been saying this stuff to yourself over and over again. I want that person, but I want that relationship, but I want this, but I want that, but what if this, what if that, but how is it going to happen? How is it going to this? And how is it going to that? But what if this, but what if that, but what if this, what if that? Leave the buts with the Kardashians and just let yourself go after, just let yourself want it. And when you get those old doubts, that old thinking coming up, you have to tell yourself something different. Nope, 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 not me, not me. I'm different. I'm different. No, I'm different. I'm different. Just in case you don't know about my story, I was homeless in 2020, living out of my car. And even then, I fucking knew. I knew I am going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. I don't know how it's going to happen. I know this is only temporary. I am special as fuck. I am going to be in a different place a year from now. I know that. I know. I know. I know no one could convince me otherwise. Even though I was sleeping in my car, it didn't matter. And it happened, unfortunately, it took me a little too long. It happened like in a couple of months, but it could have happened faster if I would have just let myself really believe in it. But it had to start with me telling myself that. And that I had to change the broken record thinking. That's what you have to do. I want it, but leave the butts with the Kardashians. I want to be rich, but leave the butts with the Kardashians. Okay? Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Life always has a way of bringing it to you, whether you believe in manifestation, whether you believe in science, you're a person of science, esqueleto, you're, you're a man of science. That's a natural libre reference. Whether you're a person of science, whatever you want to believe, energy is very powerful, and that is a scientific fact. You put out energy that you want love, but you can't accept it. Well, guess what? It's always going to be around you, but you're never going to be able to have it. If you put out the energy that you want money, but you can't allow yourself to receive it or accept it, guess what? Then you're never going to have it. And it's always going to be in front of you. You're always going to come across an idea of like, oh my gosh, I had that idea. I should have just done it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but you want to know why you didn't do it? Because you think that money is evil, because you criticize rich people, because you talk about negative things when it comes to money. You're convincing yourself out of it instead of just let yourself want what you want. Leave the butts with the Kardashians. Do different broken record thinking. Do different broken record thinking. Do different broken record thinking. Instead of thinking, I can't do it. It's not for me. I don't know what I'm doing. How is this going to happen? What about this? What about that? Change it around. And I know it's going to be hard. This is what I do with my clients. I know it's going to be hard because it's new at first, because you're not used to it. But it doesn't mean that it's impossible. It doesn't mean that it can't happen. So all you have to do is change it around. Of course it can happen. Of course I can do this. Of course this. Of course that. And then what happens is your brain is trained to find evidence of what you are saying to yourself. Your brain is trained. This is a scientific fact. Your brain is trained to find evidence of what you are saying to yourself. So if you say it to yourself enough times, your brain is going to start looking for evidence of it. I am worthy to be loved. I love myself. I love myself. I'm always chosen. I'm always chosen. Everyone always chooses me. I'm everyone's top priority. One of my, oh, there's another YouTuber that uses these affirmations, and they're so freaking powerful. I started using them myself. Right? I am always chosen. Everyone always chooses me. I'm always chosen. Everyone always chooses me. It's so easy for me to receive love. Love is safe to receive. Love is safe to receive. Love feels amazing. Love feels beautiful. Love is safe. It's so safe to receive money. It's so safe to attract money. Money is not. You don't even have to say money is not evil. Money feels good. Money allows me to do things that I never thought were possible. Saying those types of things to yourself instead of money is the root of all evil. That's not even the real quote. The real quote is the love of money is the root of all evil. That's not even the real quote. People be saying it wrong. And then they be quoting that, and that's from the Bible, and then they say they're not even religious. Like, why are you even using that then? Okay, broken record thinking. Before I go, I'm just gonna like go off, right, in a positive direction so you can remember what I'm saying, use it for yourself, and then watch and see how your environment and your world starts to change once you start saying these things to yourself, because it is a scientific fact. Your brain will find evidence of whatever you say as long as you keep saying it. I am lovable. I am loved. I am chosen. Everyone chooses me. Everyone is always choosing me. Love is safe to feel. Love is safe. Love feels great. It feels amazing to be in love. It feels normal to be in love. It's normal for me to have people that love me. It's normal for me to get people to treat me like someone special. I am special. I treat myself special. Everybody around me treats me special. I am rich. It's safe to be rich. It's safe to have money. It's okay for me to spend money because I'm always going to get more. Um, Money always finds me. Money's always finding me. I found a penny earlier today and I was just like, okay, okay, I see you. All right, let's go, let's go. Um, this hasn't changed from when I was homeless. Like it was the same. Um, Money is safe to receive. Money feels good. Money loves money finds me everywhere I go. I do business in a way where money just flows to me because I'm such a person of integrity. Money loves people of integrity. Money loves people that um do their best and uh go for mutual connections and want to have win-win situations and want to have win-win connections. Tell yourself all of these things instead of what you're always telling yourself, and watch and see how your world changes. Change the broken record thinking and see what happens. I would love for you to come back to this video and tell me what happened in your life. My clients experience this, and I mean, how long does it usually take? I don't know, like 3 or 4 days. Then after that, like they're just like, something's happening. Lupita, what is it? Did you do any like are you a witch? Did you do something to me? Like, no, we just change the broken record thinking, change what you say to yourself, and your brain will find evidence for it and it will start finding solutions to get you what you want. This is how brainwashing works. All right, I'm gonna go. I love you all. You're amazing. Oh, you're so fucking worth it. You're so fucking worth it. You are lovable. You are worth it. You deserve everything that you want. And I'd love to help you with that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with anyone that you feel might need to hear this. Thank you again for your time and attention. I will talk to you soon.